It's time for trigger warning.
Trigger warning! Fuck your feelings, you little snowflake! Triggerwarning.tv.
How dare you!
Hello, and welcome to Trigger Warning. I'm Hayden Hewitt, and I'm joined tonight. I'm not joined tonight by anybody because Graham is particularly poorly. Apparently, his head is spinning. He's coughing, and he can't even type. Apart from in there. But he's very ill. He's very poorly, and we do hope he gets better very, very soon. After spending time outside amongst other people. How you doing, guys? Who we got in? We got Sutty's Rehab. We got Graham Gameface Show. We got Cassius Claymore, the Vapist for our Belly Book Score. Joe 90 and G8. Gorgeous George Begonia. Hello, mate. And Olan Pierce, Topperoon, and more. I hope I'll get around to you at some point. But yes, you're just stuck with me tonight for however long this lasts. Hello, Mr. Kill C1. You want to join in? There's the link. And yeah, everyone seems to have got the measure of it. There's fuck all wrong with him. He's just lazy. Hiya, Nat. How you doing? Remember, we're going to be doing the Saturday night lock-in, one way or the other. Starts at 11, goes until it's finished, and we'll see if it gets messy again. Shit, it's Arminius. I'll bring you in a bit, dude. I'm just gonna have a chat with everybody, then I'll bring you in at some point. Not so constantly. You can't fucking type though, yeah. Hello, American Rebellion channel. Hope you're doing well. Interesting one. We spoke the other night about Neil Ferguson, the head scientist that told us we should do lockdown. To this extent, the government has now been urged to clarify its scientific evidence on coronavirus immunity after Neil Ferguson, who is now the former advisor, said he thought he was immune when he broke the lockdown rules. He had his married lover come visit him in the house so he could, empty his balls, basically. But he thought he was immune. We're not sure why he'd think he was immune or anything else, but now the government have to rethink their stance on immunity. I didn't even know we had a stance on immunity. I didn't realize that was even a thing, but apparently Mr. Ferguson thought there was. So roll on the Israeli antibody cure thing. That's what I say. Graham apparently is saying that tracing have found very little transmission outside. Mostly happens inside. So drones over the peaks feel more ridiculous. Yes, they do. The whole thing's getting fucking ridiculous now. The whole thing's getting insane. Of course, it's fueling conspiracy theorists like nobody's business, including the bizarre David Icke situation and London Real doing what they do. But it's just fueling their fantasies and their delusions to the point that they are now convinced that it must be true because they're getting blocked. And we just don't seem to be stopping. We're getting more and more addicted to being locked inside our homes and being furloughed and all these things. Today, there was a post on the Twitter talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken and the queues at some of their restaurants. And boy, the people were upset. Not just that the lockdown, the sacred lockdown was being ignored, but also the people were eating rubbish food. It was a haven for snobs and nutcases on these threads, and that's just where we are. That's where we're locked into now. We're in a position where people don't want to come out. Now the Chancellor of the Exchequer is talking about starting to pull back on the furlough thing a little bit. People are up in arms, but you're murdering us. We must be allowed to stay home in middle-class comfort while those struggling continue to struggle so that we don't get ill. It's time to start chilling out. It's time to just look at it in a far more grown-up fashion. And people are screaming about, we've got the highest death rate in Europe, which is bollocks. So bollocks. Do you know when you'll be able to judge how many people have died from COVID-19? In about 12 months' time, when you can really look at actual figures, not this rolling bullshit that we have where all of a sudden everyone in Spain and Italy is getting better and we're getting worse. And then all the Tories didn't shut us down quick enough. They've shut us down too soon. They must lift lockdown. They must not lift lockdown. There's no win here. We're a bunch of fucking screaming crazy people. Keep the vulnerable people home. Let everyone else take the chances. Let everyone else do what they can do. Let's have a look here. Graham sent me a video of him coughing. Why would you do that? I'll watch it after. Hang on. I'd get that looked at if I were you. So yeah, we're just trapped in a really shitty, weird situation now where people are getting ill, people are dying, people are suffering. But at the same time, we're locking everybody down. We're locking everyone in, and it just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense anymore. It doesn't matter what my solution is, because I was talking to someone today about the problem with conspiracy theorists and constantly having to ramp up the fear, the tension, the terror, but never offer a solution to a problem, because the minute you offer a solution, you're cutting your future revenue stream or your attention stream or whatever it is that does it for you. But I don't have a solution for that. I mean, obviously I don't have a solution to this. I'm just some dickhead on a stream from Manchester. But I don't know, keep the vulnerable people away until there is an antibody or a vaccine, a cure or a vaccine, basically, and get everyone else to wear a mask and just crack on. Or something, keep social distancing up. I'm fine with that anyway. I have no problem with staying 2 meters away from practically everybody. I'm absolutely 100% fine with that. We should keep that going indefinitely, forever. That'd be marvelous. But we can't watch all these businesses fail. We can't watch people starve. Because remember, when we come out of this lockdown, we're not only going to have to consider that the next wave of infection that will invariably happen, we're also going to have to deal with the fallout from this lockdown. The people that have lost everything, people with mental health issues that have been exacerbated by being locked away from everyone and everything. The businesses that will be closed, the businesses that will be struggling with the debts that will have been accrued. These are all the things we have to deal with all at the same time, because this whole shit show has just been a knee-jerk reaction after knee-jerk reaction, being driven by the media, by people on social media. For fuck's sake. It's almost like the government were listening to people on Twitter, which is a very dangerous thing to do, because they're predominantly fucking mental. And then to cap it all, every conspiracy messiah has a reason it's happening and not happening. If they're not blaming it on some fucking 5G tower giving you the flu, they're saying all part of the plan, all this sort of shit. And the noise is too much. I've watched people I really like and respect start to fall down the rabbit hole. Nothing good lies down there. The minute you start following, it's not a case of saying, you follow the mainstream media or you follow that. Of course I'm on Twitter, Alan. I'm a dickhead too, but I should not be forming national policy. That's not how this shit should work. But as soon as you start falling down the conspiracy rabbit hole, your life is never enhanced by it. Ever. You just end up more afraid, more concerned, more confused. And some people got annoyed with me last week when I had a bit of a pop, or a few days ago, whenever it was, a pop at David Icke and Brian Rose. I've not even come close to finish talking about those guys. And real shitheels like Ken O'Keefe, and many others, because I believe a lot of them are peddling absolute bullshit to keep you in as much a state of perpetual fear as the mainstream media does. Giving you a load of esoteric bollocks you can do nothing about. And constantly telling you, no, this time it's really it, guys. This time it's really it. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. I genuinely am. And I've slowly but surely been pulling away from even reading any of that bollocks. Because it just doesn't do you any good. It's like reading The Independent and The Guardian and deciding that you're well informed. It just doesn't work like that. And I really can't be dealing with the messianic figures who always really make hay while the sun shines during times like this, during times of stress or difficulty, much like religion. They prey on the insecure. They prey on those in desperate search of a way of making sense of the fucking universe. And everybody thinks they're really smart and clued up and they could never be fooled. But you always can. You always can. On top of that, we got our media. Our media are a fucking disgrace. It's either pro or anti. There's no nuance. There's no questions. No real questions. Apparently, the journalists have all got together and they've got, whoever, and they've got this movement out. Could you imagine a lockdown without journalism? Impossible. Well, we've done all right so far. I don't know many journalists anymore. I know quite a lot of people that work in the mainstream media, but I don't know many journalists. I think we've been doing just fine without them. So between it all, it's all just a shit show. And at the same time, we've still got all the same fucking nutcases, freaks, and lunatics gaining more and more traction. Be it, the gender identitarians, be it the pedophiles on Twitter. Their community is growing at a huge rate, along with the zoophiles and the necrophiles. All this shit's gaining momentum, and people on there like fucking Arthur Chu can say that kids should be exposed to fetishes because at least they'll learn about it when they're older, and that's fine. That's fine, but the minute you misgender one of these fucking assholes, you're out of there. You're out of there like a shot. I know this is a little bit of a Debbie Downer, but fuck it, I get to talk. You get to fucking switch off if you don't like it, I guess. But yeah, giving it thought today, the last couple of months, we've had a load of fun doing this. But at the same time, like many of you guys, I'm not fucking special, but the personal stress has been horrific. Fighting and losing for my mother-in-law, dealing with the wife's family, the funeral, dealing with, I came this fucking close to going bankrupt while this has been going on. Fucking a ball hair of being ruined. Luckily, a really good friend of mine put some work my way, directed some people to me, and that's sort of pulling me out of the shit again and giving me a chance to build. So with all this stress and everything going on, you look around and you think the whole thing's gone fucking insane. The whole thing's gone fucking insane. Everyone's gone fucking mental. And then I think, obviously it's not everyone. All the cool people I do talk to online, you guys, some of you guys, turns it around. But at times with the alternative media especially, you do despair. You really do. It's not a case of this whole look at me. I made my choices and I have to live with them. But I've spent years of my life trying to get a platform that was impartial and open. That was very fucking hard, and I don't know how well I succeeded or failed. I tried. Didn't make it about me or anyone else on the team. It was about the platform. Trigger warning, we try to be impartial. We'll never gain the sort of traction that those other things do. And then you see all these absolute fucking arseholes like Brian Rose. And he's not a fucking arsehole because he makes money. I never begrudged anybody making money out of their own business. Good on you. But the way this guy that sells courses on how to make the perfect podcast and shit like that, media training courses, all of a sudden positions himself as the champion of freedom, the most dangerous man on the internet, who, might I remind you, is still monetized by YouTube. That's how fucking dangerous they are. Raised £200,000 just to have another interview with David Icke. And what I see there, I don't give a fuck about him making money. I see him preying on people. That's what I see. If I was going to be really, really generous and say he's seen a gap in the market and he's gone for it, he's like, well, I can exploit this. I can expand my business. It makes perfect sense. I'll be exposed to thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people. A certain percentage of those will take on my courses. But on the flip side, I could do it for free by positioning myself as a champion of the media and getting those fuckers to pay for it. Now, bit hypocritical because many of you people do, generously help support Trigger Warning. But I can't remember ever saying we needed £200,000 for anything. And I would certainly sooner poke dog shit in my eyes than proclaim myself anything like what he said. And this is what I despise, the way David Icke makes himself out to be the great soothsayer. If you're going to be honest, a lot of his stuff came from other people. Sorry if he's one of your sacred cows. I am terribly sorry. But I'm then told it's all right. It doesn't matter. We can forgive all that because it disseminates the information. And that's what matters. It disseminates the information. What information? That 5G gives you COVID-19? Great. It's bullshit. But it's important it's disseminated. Because you know what happens then? David Icke gets a ban on Facebook. Everyone's up in arms. Oh, it must be the truth. He makes coin out of it. But many smaller people will get fucked on Facebook, on YouTube, because of it. And no one will give a fuck. No one will fucking care. Least of all, David Icke. He'll have his platform, he'll have his followers, he'll be fine. In fact, he'll be more than fine. Alex Jones, he hasn't really suffered, has he? He's doing okay. I mean, maybe the bottom line's dropped a bit, but he's doing all right. He's a master now. And I just see them preying on people. Now, someone said to me, well, your mate Richie Allen does it. But you know what? He really doesn't. I've got to say, Richie never positions himself as all that. It's all about the show. And he puts it out most weekdays. He works incredibly fucking hard on it. So, of course, he's got to live. He's got to live. He's got to make a living. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to do it. You can't do that in your spare time. A 2-hour show with guests every day with the research and all the stuff that has to go on with that. You can't do that. You can't do that for nothing. So it's not the same thing. And then the other thing that fucks me off is they're all poor. We've got no money. Just on a stadium tour. Very poor. The alternative media was something I dreamt of. When I was younger and wanted to be a part of and wanted to help develop, but it's been an uphill struggle all the way, and not just against the establishment, against the fucking people, against the fucking people. I want to see Alex Jones wrestle Count Dankula, preferably greased. That Turkish wrestling where they put the hands down each other's pants? I'd like to see Alex Jones and Count Dankula go at it like that. That'd be really sexy. Let's have a look. We have a message. Sorry. There's one from Graham as well. He's being busy, but he might have to leave because he's very, very poorly. Dude, go and get some fucking sleep, man. You're ill. Get some rest. It's fine. It's actually, Graham, if you're still there, Drone Tech is just asking how you are. So that's nice, isn't it? Oh, I don't know if he really gives a fuck. He might just be being polite. So my notifications have been going insane because I got in a big argument with some fucking trans activist today he's blocked me now, obviously, because that's what we do, isn't it? Yeah. But I don't like getting on with them. Graham says he loves Drone Tech. That's nice. Buckscore says Graham's faking it. He still has his makeup from earlier. So not a lot of love for you, is the Graham? Not a lot of love for you. Sean Hinchcliffe says Brian Rose loves himself too much for my liking. I'm sure that guy is just saving up enough money to get a vertebrae taken out so he can blow himself. I'm fucking convinced of it. Charlotte, that's Guinness. That's a pint of Guinness. I'm drowning my sorrows because I should actually be working tonight, but instead I'm just on here fucking about. What does the gift of sub do, says the vapist? I think it just means you can give someone a month's subscription. I think Graham will probably know more about that sort of thing. Let's just pop the link in there. If you do want to join us, we'll bring some people in soon for the last half hour of the show, thereabouts. Oh, that's nice, Topper. Graham will appreciate that. It's nice. It's nice. So I think Graham was working on, I've already put that link out. Graham was working on some emoticons, I think. He was making them far less likely to get us banned than before. And by the way, if you're on YouTube, one night maybe we could organize that we all pile over to Twitch, even just for one show. That gets our averages right up, because Twitch, until we're banned, might well end up being the savior of trigger warning. And of course, we spoke about problems before. The last kick in the teeth was losing the trigger warning studio. That fucking hurt like a motherfucker. Well, that's where we're at. We are going to do a farewell show from there. A farewell Thursday, maybe next Thursday, maybe the one after, I'm not sure, but that'll be about as much time as we've got. So we need to do that so we can have a proper scream and a shout. It now means that I've had a bit of voiceover work. I have to do that either when people are out and I've asked Junior to be quiet, or really late at night when you have to talk quietly. It's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward. Set a date. Well, if you mean for the farewell party, it'll just be a Thursday night show. It won't be like, hey, everybody, let's come down because we'll just get arrested. We have our parties in here every Saturday night anyway, don't we? And if anybody doesn't usually attend them, do come and join us on Saturday night from 11 o'clock UK time. It's when we do the lock-in, and we don't talk about anything particularly serious or heavy or whatever. We just get everything loaded up, keep as many people coming through as we can, and we all get really, really drunk. And I think we might be in with a shot of getting Biscuit Vapes a t-shirt in his size. Believe it or not, could not get one printed in his size. Might be on it. If not, next week I'm just going to have to send one out a size smaller and tell him it's fucking aspirational. Hopefully that'll work. But yeah, last weekend I got someone to shave his eyebrows. This is what happens when I'm left without supervision, because Graham wasn't there. And you shouldn't leave me alone. Shouldn't leave me alone when I've been drinking. It's a fucking terrible idea. I've done you a favor, dude. Just think of all that evidence you've now washed away. Done you a favor. Oh, he just needs a size larger than Gear Press 2, or 2 sizes larger. Or is it 3? Larger. He just needs one that's larger. He's a generously proportioned chap and just needs a slightly larger t-shirt. If you'd like to join the stream, why do Nat and Happy Dog have a first next to their name? I've got no idea, dude. I can't even look on Twitch while I'm doing this. I've got no idea. If you'd like to join me for a little while, have a chat, hang out, who knows? Links in the chat now. Oh, this is, yeah, there we go. It's popped up on all of them. And you can come in. Martin, I watched his boxing video, and no, I've not watched him breakdancing. I don't want to watch him breakdancing. I just really am. We're going to have to bring Arminius in at some point. He's been sat quietly since about 20 minutes ago. Where's Cherry? He popped into a stream, didn't he? He popped in, said hello, didn't speak to us again, and then he vanished again. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Well, of course you did, Travis. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? What I'm going to do, actually, is give everyone a chance to decide if they want to come in. I'm just going to figure this out quickly while I'm here. It's not letting me do that. Hang on. So just bear with me. I'm just going to take a very quick break and answer a few of these notifications I've got to answer here because it's people that need shit done. I'm going to do that. I'll be about 5 minutes or so, but do, you know, I mean, well, go away if you want. Probably better if you don't. I'll just put that in there. There we go. And whilst I'm away, do come and join us. I'll be right back in just a few short minutes. Let's make sure I pick the right screenshot because I've got that photo of Graham, which I'm not supposed to put up. So I'll just pop this one up. There we go. Back very, very soon. Well, that cost us 9 people, didn't it? I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Just to answer a couple of texts. Graham giving you instruction in the Twitch chat there on the correct usage of Twitch. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There you are. I've been getting tweets from Glinner. Graham Lennon's been responding to me strangely, so he still won't come on the show. Nobody comes on. We're not popular enough, so they run away because what's in it for them to come on this show? Let's have a look here now. Find that. And yeah, I'm on Glenna's radar again. But we're just chatting because we're talking about Arthur Chew, who was one of the first people to block me on Twitter when I started using the platform. And Glenna's saying that a lot of the problems with porn, and I'm saying the worst of the problems with social media. Not excusing all porn, but I think it's too easy to blame porn for everything, isn't it? You know, we seem to have this strange reaction. I mean, the crowdsourced porn idea does bring quality issues into it, I guess. But I think you'll be very careful not to mix up correlation with causation and things of that nature. But yeah, I would like to talk to him about it because he's a very interesting man. But I'd also want to talk to him about his approach to Count Dankula, who I'm not a fan of. But I do think Glenna got that sorely wrong. But that's okay. I don't have to agree with him on everything. I certainly agree with him on a lot of the trans right activist posts, for sure. Cup of Tea's got the answer. Promise to pay people to come on the show, then fight them and don't pay them, just punch them. That's probably not a bad idea. Except I have to stream from home. I wouldn't invite these people to my home. I want them to log in, just like I want you guys to come and join me. Come on, let's all pile in. Come and say hello. We do have, he keeps leaving. Every time I go to bring him in, he's probably gone to get another knife. We'll just wait till he comes back. Here he is. Here he is. It's Arminius, Trigger Warning's favourite incel. How are you doing, sir? Did you miss your introduction there?
Do you hear me? You hear me good?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you great. You sound tip-top form. How are you keeping? Is all good?
It's all pretty good.
Have you emptied your sack on your waifu pillow this evening?
I wish I fucking had one of those. I don't know if I can swear. I don't know.
You can fucking swear all you fucking like. I really don't care. It's fun.
Perfect.
I don't know what Twitch think about it, but I don't rightly give a fuck about that either.
What is the Twitch link? I'm going to have to join that.
It's twitch.com/triggerwarninglive.
I love supporting all of your efforts.
Well, thank you very much. And Twitch is great because if you've got Amazon Prime, you can subscribe using Prime. It doesn't cost you a penny, but each month when you resubscribe, they'll give us a couple of dollars.
Hell yeah, right on.
Doesn't cost you anything, so we're not asking money from anybody. Just go do that. And it's a cool platform, and Graham's been working on some special emoticons because apparently we're not partners yet. Trigger Warning Live. We also put games on there. We're going to start streaming games because I'm 47 and down with the kids.
You should definitely do that.
I've been streaming Half-Life Alyx. I've been playing that, but as it turns out, it stresses you out and it makes me sound like some kind of sexual predator the way I breathe when I'm playing it.
That game is super awesome, isn't it? You got that headset, that VR.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I've got a Oculus Rift S, which is this one, which is fucking amazing. But you got a pretty
300. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not hugely expensive, but you got to have quite a PC to run it. However, the PS VR, which I've had for a couple of years now, that's still great. I don't care what all the cork sniffers say. It's massive fun. It's massive fun. VR is the best way to play games. Full stop.
Do they remember how much my weapons cost? No, that's boring. I'm drunk on Arminius' calendar as one.
So what does it mean when it says your browser doesn't support StreamYard technology? I'm over 55 and retarded, but under 60 and still available for sex with women. It works quite well with Chrome. I don't know what browser you're using. If you're using The original AOL browser from 1998, it might not work. Internet Explorer probably won't work, but Chrome works reasonably well. So give that a try. Give
There's
that a
no
whirl.
competing with Chrome. They have like a monopoly.
It's also a very good browser. And a great browser is Brave.
I like
Brave.
Edge. I like Edge a lot, but they screw that company over because they're competing against him.
What's Microsoft, dude? It's not like Edge is Microsoft.
I know, but
Yeah,
just
Microsoft. No, Microsoft couldn't keep up with the tech. Internet Explorer has been a dog's arsehole for years and years and years. Had a brief resurgence when it got a bit better, and then it just went right down.
well, they all gang up on them. Like Google had so much government funding, So did Microsoft, and so did
Microsoft.
Apple.
No, I'm not wearing that. Microsoft had the greatest monopoly on PC users
Right.
ever. The fact is, their technology just wasn't as good. But you know what they're doing for their new browser, don't you?
Which one?
They've got a new browser coming out, Microsoft. They're building it using Chromium. They're using the Chrome engine, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. These people with these hedge funds, they're just like, oh, put the money in this one, put the money in that one, put the money in this one.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I don't invest.
They're all government subsidized. Somebody knows what they're doing.
Oh, they all know what they're doing. Make no mistake about that. Do you like edging? Do you like edging? You got the look of a man that likes edging.
An edgelord? Or are you talking about something different?
Definitely something different. Ask Graham about it one time. He'll explain it to you. The Vapist says, Graham, you need to have a tutorial to show people how to set up the Prime Twitch thing. It is ridiculously fucking cool. That's the only downside to Twitch for me. I love the quality. I love the lack of latency. I love all the little bells and whistles. It's a lot of fun. But it's distinctly user unfriendly. It really is. But I'm just not used to it yet. I guess that's.
I like Microsoft Edge a lot, but it's not. It doesn't work with streaming anywhere near as good as Chrome.
It doesn't work with anything. It's shit. It's absolutely shit.
I agree.
It's awful to code websites to work with, so you just don't bother now. The market share's that tiny. You don't have to. If it works in Chrome and Firefox, it's great.
How many code languages do you know? I only know a little bit.
To be honest, these days I don't even know. I only used to do HTML or PHP and CSS.
Yeah, it's like
but you know what? I've not used any of that for so long because all websites people want now are built off the back of WordPress. So the worst I have to do is occasionally alter the code of a plugin,
right?
Or write a simple plugin. I just don't code it. If you told me to sit down tomorrow and do a whole website like the old days in Notepad and all that, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it now.
That pissed me off. I took a class and I was just trying to learn C#, and the teacher is all like trying to teach us binary, like bragging about how he knows binary and shit. It's like, okay, dude, I'm here to learn C#, not fucking binary.
See, all that stuff just bypassed me. I don't have a brain that works that well.
Well, he was in there breaking down how fucking 0, 1, 0, whatever 3 can be broken down mathematically and all this shit. It's like, okay,
just tell that motherfucker that you're non-binary and he has to respect that shit.
The teacher I had before that, he was telling us which teacher was going to teach what class, and he said the name of the teacher. He says Lawrence Applebaum, and he's like looking down at the ground in like shame and disgust, like, oh, that guy. Yeah, he's that guy. That fucking.
Oh, Steve, that's fantastic. You might not get that.
Oh, it's about music. A half step. Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
My little brother codes. He's like a full stack programmer, and my dad's a pretty high tech kind of programmer, also.
What happened to you, dude?
Fuck it, I don't even. I thought I already told you. You forgot. I gotta say it again. Wait, where's my weapons?
Oh shit! Here we go.
How much does this cost?
How much did your dad give you to buy that?
Shit, that's a good question. It was only fuck. I've been given a lot of support. That's true.
Of course, it's fine. I'm not judging you. You know, fuck it. You live your fucking life, dude. If anyone else would like to come and join us, please, so that Arminius can show you his knives.
Some people should join. It's fun in here. People are afraid. Oh, wait. I got to put the mask on. Oh. Should I put shades on?
Yeah, you should definitely put shades on.
Keep talking about my shady eyes. It's because I need TP for my bunghole.
I could have been working, you know. I could have been working tonight. Working. No, I came on here.
I've donated a pretty substantial amount to your cause.
We definitely appreciate that.
Just so everybody knows. It's not like a bragging or anything, but you know what I mean.
Would you thank your dad for me?
I'd have to thank a lot of people. My dad's a really fucking good dad. Do you take your kid out to play sports and shit? My dad did.
Of course I do. Yeah. Of course I do. I'm a dad.
You're a really good guy.
I'm just a dad. It's what you do. It's what you're supposed to do.
Not everybody does that shit, though. You'd be surprised. I'd say the majority of people don't.
You get one chance. One fucking chance. And I do not want my son ever to look back when he grows up and go, he just wasn't there.
A lot of people don't take care of their fucking kids, man.
Don't want that. Hayden, check WhatsApp. Oh, thanks, the Vapist and Rebellis, for subbing on Prime. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Cheers, Graham. Thanks for letting me know. That's very nice.
Yes.
Smoke Steve won't join in during the week.
A younger.
Hey, you happy with your daughter getting fucked by Gates? I don't have a daughter. And if I did, I'm not sure she'd be getting fucked by Bill Gates. But thanks. Okay.
I should move farther away from the camera.
Somebody's having a moment.
Instead of going to school, I drove around with a drug dealer like all day, every day.
How's that panned out for you?
I mean, I met some strippers and they were nice to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's no way to go through life, I don't think. What time is it? Shit, it's only 11:45. Guys, if you would like to join myself and Arminius, who is in an advanced state of refreshment at the moment, get in here. Smoke Steve, get the fuck in here. Somebody get the fuck in here. Although Smoke Steve, to be honest, he's finished work for the day. He may or may not be baked far beyond the position that you're in at the moment. Yeah, it'll just get even harder. Jesus. What do you do for a living, Arminius? What do you do? What do you do?
I delivered furniture for Rent-A-Center to poor people in the ghetto.
Is that what you're doing now?
That's what I used to do. And then I hurt my back 3 times working there so bad I couldn't walk for like a week straight. Or the first time, like I couldn't walk for like 3 weeks. But I just kept working there. And then I knock on the doors in the projects because they don't pay their bill. And then they either threaten to fucking beat me up or they just, don't answer and all that shit.
Is that when you ask them how much they think your sword is worth?
Well, sometimes I wear my watch. I don't know. No, because they're all entitled to like not paying shit. They get free housing, free food, free money for shit. The more kids they have, the more money they get from the government. They don't give a fuck. I mean, it's a strange thing. But I did a really good job. I mean, I took pride in giving furniture to children that need beds to sleep in. I took pride in that.
But what do you do right now?
What am I doing right now? I'm talking to you on the internet. I don't know. I don't have a job right now.
Okay, fine. That's just what I'm asking. Are you between jobs?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't raised to I was raised to be like a lawyer or some shit, and that's my general IQ level. But instead, I just did a lot of fucking drugs. You know, and some people do a lot of drugs and still do good in school. Like a whole lot of people. But for me, I was so angry when all the drug dealers were in my house every day. I was just like, okay, well, fuck all this shit. I'm just gonna be a really bad person, and you know.
What were you angry about?
Fucking everybody, pretty much.
So you were raised to be a lawyer,
Right?
and you started taking drugs. And you got very, very angry.
Well, I was
How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
30.
30. Okay, that's not too bad.
Well, for me, it was like an extremist standpoint, where it's like, you know, I really didn't want to get involved in that shit, and to get to the point to actually get involved in that shit, that I was like, fuck everything.
So what are you gonna do? What's the plan, dude?
With all this shit going on right now, who fucking
Never mind, this shit's not gonna last forever, dude. What are you gonna do when this is done? What's your plan? What is it that you're gonna do? What are you going like, fuck this, I'm on it. This is what I'm gonna do.
Well, that's the thing, though. I really don't care what I do. I mean, I would have been content working in the projects, knocking on doors and delivering furniture and shit.
But you can't do that now. So what's next? What's next? What's your next adventure, dude?
I don't know.
You need to find an adventure. I'm not saying Christian work ethic shit. You do you, but you need an adventure. You need something to fill your life up positively, genuinely. Do something.
Oh, see what Topper Rune said? Arminius' chat up line is, do you want to see my weapon? Yeah, that's the extent of my social skills. No, here, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. My older brother couldn't walk because he got injured playing hockey, and I was in rehab for drugs, you know, because I didn't want to go to jail because I fucked up my probation so many times and shit. I've been on probation like half my life, you know, so I don't know. That's a fucked up life to be threatened to be put in jail for like half your life when you don't even want to be a bad person and shit. And even my lawyers are like, you know, you're a good person. You don't want to go to jail. I know. So why are they trying to put me in jail? Fucked up laws, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't know what you did.
Get caught with marijuana. And that's all it fucking takes. Fucking that's all it takes.
It is illegal.
Yeah, but everyone's fucking doing it and they don't get caught and they don't get in trouble for it.
But you got caught.
It's not that hard to get caught. I don't know.
Anywho,
but the story is...
I don't think that's the life for you.
This is
Find a new adventure.
All right. So me and my brother both drank a bottle of whiskey. And he stands up and walks for the first time in like a month or some shit or longer. And he starts punching shit, breaking shit. And I tell him, like, you know, if you don't stop breaking shit, I'm going to stop you. And then he stands over me. Like, he's like, oh, yeah, you're going to stop me? And I'm looking down like, I really don't want to fight you, dude. And tackles me. And I was winning after he had the dominant position. Then he bit my finger as hard as he fucking could. I heard his teeth chomp. Took all my fucking strength to get my finger out of his mouth. And then he strangled me for like 20 minutes. And I could have gouged his eyes out or some shit. I don't fucking know. He had like 50 pounds on me or some shit. I just let him fucking strangle me. He said, you let me strangle you? If you give up, then I'll stop strangling you. I just gave up and let him fucking strangle me. And I was super close to being dead. Eventually, he stopped strangling me. Then he chased me through the snow outside afterwards. So eventually, I grabbed a baseball bat because he's chasing me through the snow. I'm running around the snow barefoot.
What else you gonna do?
So I don't get murdered, basically. Then he gets in his car when he realizes, you know, fuck, he has a baseball bat now. I don't know. And he always hit me and he'd say, I'm just going to keep hitting you until you do something. Or no, one day, eventually you can beat the shit out of me. But until then, I'm just going to keep hitting you. So then I just hit his car hood with the baseball bat. And he keeps telling me, hit my windshield with the baseball bat. And he's talking shit the whole time. And I'm like, okay, well, you keep talking shit. I'm just going to keep hitting your car hood until you stop talking shit. Well, fucking that took fucking like 18 years or whatever for me to get that done. He goes and gets a DUI. Anyway, but eventually he strangled his roommate similarly. And then I'm relating with his roommate, like, oh, he strangled you for like a half hour and you thought you were going to die? Me too. Like,
I see you got to bond with them.
now we have something in common.
That's lovely.
And he's all like, you're way cooler than your brother. It's like, I know. Oh, I know. Anyway, that's the gist of that.
I have no idea what that's the fucking gist of, dude. I don't know what the fuck
I don't know.
that came from.
No,
Jesus
it
Christ.
comes from he was saying that's Arminius's pickup line. It's like, you want to see my sword?
If your pickup line's that story about how your brother choked
No,
you,
it's a long
and then
way.
you got into a bromance with his roommate that he choked as well, and you ended up fucking.
That's how I relate with people, because that's the extent of my social skills is fucking extreme violence and stupid shit. That's the extent of my social skills.
Well,
which is a problem, maybe.
I think definitely. Arminius, it's been fucking great though, dude. Make sure you come back on Saturday with a good skin full of booze. It's been a pleasure having you. I'm probably going to be wrapping stuff up soon, but it's been good, dude. Thanks for the story.
You're a good guy.
I'm not. I've just kicked you out of the studio. Okay, that was Arminius who told us a story about his brother choking him. I need a drink. I need another drink. I need many, many drinks. I think I handled that rather well. I just have to accept that this is where my life is right now. But hopefully Arminius feels better for telling us all that, and he gets his shit together and he does join us on Saturday night for the Saturday night lock-in, which we'll be having as usual. And remember, everyone get here about 11 o'clock UK time. Drink heavily. It'll go on as long as it goes on. I don't know if Arminius will be there. Maybe we'll get him to shave his eyebrows like we did for Biscuit Vapes. I'm sure maybe he'll give that. Fat Belly, I am definitely not processing. I'm still not entirely sure. I think I stopped listening for one very key moment. And when I tuned back in, I didn't really understand where we were in the conversation. From about the point his brother hurt his back in hockey. From that point, I was lost. Buckscott, Arminius is brilliant. When he's really drunk, he gets all these knives and things out to show us and asks us how much they cost. He does need a hug, Graham. You should give it to him. I don't know, Total Utter Nutter. I'm really confused, but I still thank him for coming on. Definitely that was. Right, so I'm going to go. We probably won't be streaming tomorrow evening, but hopefully Graham will be better by Saturday. But even if he isn't, I'll definitely be here Saturday, 11 o'clock for the Saturday night lock-in here on Trigger Warning, which is where you all join in, get on the stream, get rat-ass drunk, and we just chat stupid shit until the early hours of the morning. I was going to go and do some work after this. I think I'm just going to go and sit on the couch quietly. But thank you so much for joining us. Do come and join us another time. And Sean, great. I don't know. Take care, everybody. Be well, and we'll see you on Saturday. Bye-bye. Study hard, my mum said. Work hard, the good things happen. Stay on the straight and narrow. No, I had to make my other choices. Now look at me. Sat in my kitchen at 12 o'clock, still trying to understand what the fuck's going on with someone telling me his brother choked him. This is my life now. This is my life. I'm talking to my cat. Cat doesn't give a fuck. Jesus. I need to sort my fucking life out. This can't be healthy. This can't be healthy. That's not true, Happy Dog. It's just normally I get more drunk beforehand, which makes everybody else more tolerable. I'm still sat here. I'm still just fucking sat here. Just sat. I'm just sat here. Wondering where the fuck everything went wrong. Oh, bless. I almost feel bad for Arminius because I've just been horrible about it. But at least he called in. But yeah, short and sweet, Topper Room. Keep them short, keep it sweet, keep them keen, treat mean, whatever. I don't know. Happy Dog, I'll try not to start cutting tonight, dude. I promise I'll try. Not to start cutting myself anyway. Anybody else, not so sure. A flat belly, could you imagine that? God, and you go through 3 fucking pencils, wouldn't you? 3 fucking pencils writing that shit. And then this one time in 1998, my brother choked the shit out of me. Ah, dearie me. Dearie me. Donald Bingham just mentioned central banks. Is this rumor going around that Trump shut down the Fed or something? Let's have a look. What's this? I don't even know when this was from. No, it's not that. So I heard a rumor about that, but I didn't pay too much heed, if I'm absolutely and totally honest with you. Just typing to Graham, I am sorry. Yeah, in the end of that story, did he fuck his brother or his brother's roommate or something? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where that went. I don't really understand. I'm very confused. Oh, well, this time I am going because I'm going to go and sit on the couch and I'm going to watch Gangs of London, I think. Give that a try. Guys, thanks so much for watching. This was a very, very unusual show. We'll try and get back to normal very, very soon. I'll see you on Saturday night when we can all hang out, get drunk, have fun, do all those things. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.